Right everyone, welcome back to the channel where today I'll be discussing what I feel as though is quite a highly debatable question that has been amongst football fans in recent years. Is the Championship better than the Premier League? Personally, to just kick things off, I'm not too sure really. I guess I'm a bit torn between the two, but let's just consider a few facts. For instance, there's more games to be had in the Championship with 24 teams compared to 19 in the Prem. I feel as though there's more heated rivalry. For example, Villa vs Birmingham City, where a fan came on, punched Jack Grealish in the back of the head, and it all kicked off from there, making headlines. The same with Villa's game versus Leeds, with a controversial goal in April of last year. Even if you simply type into Google, is the Championship better than the Premier League? The first result reads, League Championship is the strongest second-tier league in the world, and for the money, it offers better entertainment and sporting value than the English Premier League. Quite a debatable statement, I suppose you could say. But then again, you could also argue that there's also heated rivalry in the Premier League. For example, more heated rivalry even. You got City vs Liverpool at the moment, City vs Man United, Liverpool vs Man United, Arsenal vs Man United. A few examples like that really, Arsenal vs Tottenham, etc. But still, going back to that statement, is it true or false? I'll leave that up to you. But for now, let's just have a look at a few numbers to compare the two leagues based on previous 5 matches, with a few standout teams I feel as though stand out to me. Championship first. West Brom lead with 53 points, only 1 point ahead of Leeds United. West Brom, however, in the past 5 games have lost, drawn twice, lost another, drawn once more at the time of this recording. Leeds, however, 52 points in their last 5 games, have 2 losses, 1 draw, 1 win and another draw. And you look at Fulham in third, only lost 1 game in their previous 5. Nottingham Forest unbeaten in their last 5. 16th place Derby County unbeaten in the past 5, and if they carry on this run of form, they could possibly make it to 10th and maybe even top 6 if they still had Frank Lampard as manager. Again, having a look at 19th place, Charlton, 20th Huddersfield, 21st Stoke City, all practically neck and neck to try and avoid relegation. So it is quite close and seems to be quite entertaining whether you look at the top, middle or bottom of the Championship League. Now onto the Premier League standings in the past 5 games. Liverpool 5 wins, looking to go unbeaten for this season with 67 points and a game in hand. City in second, 16 points behind the Scousers, having drawn 1 and won 4 in the last 5. Leicester, just want to make a point here of my opinion on what I saw or what I heard on the True Geordie Kickoff channel. Rory, who features on there, said that Leicester are an average team. I see that as a simply stupid quote. You can't really say that Leicester are an average team. I mean, just looking at the team, the players that play for Leicester on a regular basis, their leader Kasper Schmeichel has always been consistent for them. Their defenders, even with Johnny Evans, have been fairly decent, fairly solid as well. Their midfield, they've got such a balanced midfield. Chowdhury, Tillemans, Ndidi, Maddison, it just is strung together and is just absolutely perfect in my opinion. And there's something else to consider as well. 14-15 season, they very nearly fell into the jaws of relegation. They just survived at the skin of their teeth. And the following season, 15-16, they won the league comfortably. So you just can't say that, in my opinion, that Leicester are an average team, because they're just not. Honestly, pigging an idiot. Anyway, if you look at 9th placed Southampton down to 14th place Newcastle, it's a dead heat on points wise, with Southampton on 31 points, and from 10th down to 14th Newcastle, they're on 30 points. So that's really quite close, and again, sort of similar to Charlton, Huddersfield and Stoke, kind of in a race to try and avoid relegation. And the way I see it, the mid-table in the Premier League is more exciting to watch than the top 6. Yeah, you could say I'm being sorry just because Liverpool are walking it and we've just absolutely flopped, even though we have also been brilliant, scoring goals left, right and centre. For example, our game against Watford where we won 8-0. The way I see it, it's just mid-table. It's more exciting to watch than the Prem. More exciting to watch than top 6 rather. The exact opposite I feel is in the Championship. As I mentioned, if you look at the top, middle and relegation spot in the 2nd division, it's just more exciting to watch. But anyway, it's a very controversial sort of statement to say. I can agree, but you know what? That's all I pretty much got to say. Actually, you know what? In conclusion, I'm going to say Championship is in fact more exciting to watch than the Premier League. But I'm just going to leave it there. I feel as though I've waffled on for too much. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. If you have lasted this long and have any thoughts on it, get them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bizzle.